start this recording.
Are we good?
Here we go. We're good. Let's go. Hi, guys.
Welcome everybody to the LifeVantage Opportunity Overview. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we are super excited to bring this information to you that has changed our life in ways we are struggling to find the words for, and I don't even think the English language has the capacity to properly define. But let me just start by giving you a little bit of background of who we are, how we came to be your presenters. My name is Dr. Dondee Nettles. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years. And it's actually about 10 years ago, almost to the day, when I saw for the first time the information that we're going to share with you. And it came at a time that professionally, I was at the height of my professional success as a family wellness chiropractor. We had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona. We were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I had an AM talk radio show on 2 different AM stations here in the Phoenix Valley every Saturday from noon to 1. And as a health educator, that was my passion. That was my background. Very successful radio show. And from the outside looking in, professionally, doing very, very well, helping lots of people, making great money. The problem is how I suffered in silence that most people ain't even talking about it. I still remember, even though it's been almost 10 years, is that I had 2 young children at home, a 3-year-old and a 2-week-old, when I saw this information. And I was living a dream for most people if they just looked at it without understanding what was happening at home, or actually not happening at home, because I was very rarely ever home. Professionally, kept me out. My endeavors kept me out of my home for 80 to 90 hours a week. And I was just faced with this quandary, this cats in the cradle song, if you will, is that, when you coming home, Dad? You know, and it was like, I couldn't answer that. It was when my work was done. We'd leave at 4 o'clock in the morning and come home between 9 and 10 o'clock at night, 6 nights a week. And that was my life until I saw what we're about to share with you. And it gave me the ability, because most people have the choice. They have to choose to be the provider or the parent. This gave me the ability to do both from home. And when I saw this information, like I said, almost 10 years ago, implemented it, and within a year was able to sell my practice and be a full-time dad and a full-time stay-at-home entrepreneur from home to teach my children my values rather than hire someone to teach them theirs, and be the provider as well. And I met this beautiful woman, my soulmate, Marci, through this business. And she'll tell you her story, but it brought us together and has given us everything we've ever imagined, but not something we saw coming 10 years ago and almost 8 years ago for you.
Right. So Dondee and I are both first timers. Okay. Network marketing is not something I had ever done before. And I was actually a police officer for almost 10 years here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. I loved it. It was exciting. It kept me on my toes, right? I never got bored, and I got paid really well because I was at one of the agencies that was paying the most in the Valley at that time. But what I didn't like about it was that I had to make the same decisions that so many of you have to make every single day. And that is, when am I going to be the mom to my 6 and 9-year-old? When I went through the academy, they were only 6 and 9. And when am I going to be able to go to work to help pay the bills, right? So I had that struggle constantly. I ended up working graveyards for the majority of my career so that I could get home just in time to get my kids up, get them ready for school, send them off to be in somebody else's care so that I could sleep while they were learning. I'd get up in time to help them with homework, get them fed before I would rush back off to work to keep that wheel going so I could get that paycheck. And so I was always tired. I was always exhausted. Even though I tried to be present, I was never fully there. So I feel like I missed out on a lot of their growing up. Something else that I learned the hard way was that anytime that you have a job where you're reliant on the paycheck in order for you to pay your bills so that you can live your life, then you're not ever fully in control. Something can happen at any time to be able to take your ability away from you to be able to perform those duties to get paid. That happened to me in August of 2009 when I was in my unmarked detective's vehicle driving down the roadway and had to stop for an ambulance that had lights and sirens going, emergency lights and sirens. So I stopped, but the lady behind me was distracted and she didn't see me, stopped, or hear the sirens or see the lights on the ambulance. She hit me going about 60 miles an hour without braking. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs throughout my spine that required surgery, and instantly in that car accident, my ability to be able to go back to work, pay my bills, and what I thought was my purpose was stripped from me. That car accident ended my law enforcement career. and my ability to pay the bills. So I started going through a lot of loss. I lost a marriage that was bad already because we couldn't, financial struggles. I lost a house. I couldn't think the way that I used to be able to think or communicate. My body wasn't working the way I needed it to. And I wasn't the mom that I wanted to be. And so I was going through a lot of struggles, a lot of loss, and it put me into a downward spiral of depression, which then ended up with more prescription medication from my doctors. I ended up on antidepressants, anxiety medication, amitriptyline that, combined with the pain meds and the sleep meds that I was already on. I was a mess. And I was almost a statistic. I had 4 suicide attempts. 4. Before this information was shown to me by an amazing friend of mine that thought of me. When I saw it, I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident that I could get my brain working again, that I could have my body working, and that there could be a purpose to where I could share this information with other people, to where I could make money, but also be doing good for the world as well. And what I found is that I have met so many amazing people. I mean, I met Dondee through this opportunity, and so many other people that I would have never known without it. And what we have in our sights is the vision of sharing this with as many people that will listen, that need hope, that have a dream, but haven't been able to find the right vehicle yet to be able to get themselves there. Who knows? Maybe you want to be a stay-at-home parent, or you want to just be able to take vacations with your family. That's what we're here to help you do. And we're here to share this information. It's the ultimate biohacker's guide to help you take control of your own biology and basically take control of your life, right?
Absolutely. So we use this term, and you're going to hear it, called biohacking. Before we get into that, though, I want to talk to you guys about the business side of this, the true application of why this is so important at this time. We're living in what is being called the new gig economy. And if you're not familiar with that, it's what we discuss and what we're learning from visionaries and trendsetters and people that look at these things like Intuit, the people that make TurboTax and Quicken and QuickBooks. They describe this gig economy that's going to happen globally by 2020, that 40% of the global workforce will be part-time or on a gig economy or gig workforce where it has a beginning date and an end date. Well, there's companies that are already capitalizing in this very limited market because it's more cost effective for businesses to go part-time. They don't have to pay retirement. They don't have to pay benefits. So companies like Uber came around where you can use your phone and drive your car to help people get from point A to point B and make money. Or Airbnb, where you use the spare room in your house, and with the advent and usage of your cell phone, you rent out your spare room and help people make money. Facebook helps us all communicate better. When 2.2 billion people use this every day, it's literally 30% of the human race communicates this way. And Amazon, talk about capitalizing on an opportunity. Free shipping and Prime has changed the way people buy things. And it's right this time of year in the holiday season where we're firmly aware of that. And why we mention these is to give you an understanding of how this affects you, but also to show you, and Marci is going to get into detail, how we run our global business from this cool device right here.
And this is not the only new technology that's in the world today that we're basically, the world is being ran by technology, right? But there's actually a new technology to where you can take control of your own body and be the one that says whether or not you're well. Yeah. You can actually have your own health in your own hands. We're at the forefront of this new technology called Nutrigenomics. This is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. So think about that, prevention or treatment of disease. This is a big deal, guys. We have so much third-party validation with this information we're going to be sharing with you. We can start here. The Today Show. The latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. Or how about Fox News? Nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. And being at the forefront of this new technology, it's actually a projected market that's going to reach over $17 billion in the next 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. We're almost 2019 here. So this is an opportunity for us to be able to take advantage of being first in this new technology.
Right. And like I said before, this term called biohacking, we now have a choice. And if you've ever opted for apple wedges instead of a fries with your kid's Happy Meal, you understand what biohacking is all about and perhaps didn't even know you were doing it. So it's a common sense approach to helping our bodies create this environment of working more optimally with natural choices. But we've also got this thing that we're subjected to every day, this hijacking, where our bodies are being hijacked. And most of the time it's voluntarily. So look at this, taking over something and using it for destructive purposes. That's the definition of hijacking. How about people working 2 and 3 and even 4 part-time jobs because of the global economy going to a gig economy? They're putting their bodies through stress that was never intended to go through and causing this hijacking situation. Or how about emotionally? When the money runs out before the days of the month does, and we're in this financial debt situation, it is a pandemic around the world. Or biochemically, go into your pantry, go into your refrigerator, look at all the additives and preservatives that are in the foods that we eat that we don't know anything about. We've got to be more conscientious about this, and the toxins, I mean, they're everywhere in the environment and not getting any better. But we're starting to understand the importance of it, and we're starting to turn it around with this biohacking, literally taking control of our own biology and optimizing the genetic potential that we were all born with, literally becoming the best versions of ourselves with that, what Marci was talking about, using nutrigenomics. And if you're not familiar with that term, it's research on how nutrients and natural compounds affect our genes. And you're going to see right here in this 2-minute video, 2 technologies that we as a company have brought to market to allow people to do just that.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a 1-2 punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Being at the forefront of something gives you all the opportunity to understand what it means and to capitalize on it. And I want to point out, you guys, this is a $600 billion market already. If you look at people's spending habits and their purchasing trends, you look at anti-aging, it's already a $300 billion global industry. People are already spending money in these capacities. 121 billion for skincare, 85 billion for hair care, 67 billion for pet care, 50 billion for energy, and 37 billion for weight loss. So it's not a matter of adding to your budget or adding to your spending, it's redirecting areas that are already being spent by education. So let's get into what we have. And it all started with this Protandim NRF2 synergizer that you just saw. We're literally slowing down the rate in which cells age by 40% in 30 days. It's a huge, huge thing. And in doing that, it supports the natural health and repair and rejuvenation process of your cells. And if you see at the bottom, 5 all-natural plant ingredients to allow you to work more optimally. And the National Institute on Aging has actually published a study, a 10-year retroactive study, that it increases the lifespan by 7% of male mice. And we are mammals just like them. We have the same system, so we can project into that. And I want to also point out something to you guys. If you look in the lower right, 2 very prestigious third-party endorsements from the Banned Substances Control Group. from professional and collegiate athletes, and the NSF, the gold standard for consumable goods. This is what started it, this technology. So, and it's not just my opinion, it actually is rooted in science. And for those of you who understand the importance of that, all you need to do is go to pubmed.gov, where it is the national repository of science and it's literally the world's largest repository of science from the National Institute on Aging and everything else. It's where they publish their data. And this is journal articles like Free Radical Biology and Medicine or Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association. There's been 24 studies to date published in these medical journals about our products, our finished products, not ingredients-based, and done at universities like Harvard and The Ohio State University, Virginia Commonwealth, and many more. Just a sample of what we have here. But it's not just in the scientific community. For people who don't really understand science or even care that much, it's all over the media. NBC profiled it. It was on the cover of the Wall Street Journal, this technology found in Protandim, mentioning our product. On the Today Show, as Marci said previously, on ABC News, and Marci will get into how that started back in 2005. PBS, Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond on his show, who came out and showed a bottle to the world about this, what he called discovering the fountain of youth, slowing down the rate in which his cells age. And because it's a business, and we want to protect your business right to do your business, we have patents. So nobody can copy our formulas without being sued. Very, very important as far as a business is concerned. So this is how it started. And then our Protandim NRF1, the sister product to this, is that we started with slowing down the rate in which cells age. And with our NRF1 synergizer, we talk about how do we give our cells more energy. Because it's not how much energy we get from coffee or other sources, it's how much energy our cells are producing at their core. That's really what we're talking about. It improves how the cells produce their own energy, giving you a boost through what is called mitochondria efficiency. And again, look at the bottom, 5 natural ingredients, and also third-party endorsed again by BSCG and NSF. So I want to share with you guys our Daily Core 4. This is the third product in this Daily Core 4. It's called ProBio. It's probiotics. And many of you are probably familiar now and you've heard of probiotics, but how do you decide and how do you determine which ones are better, especially when there's so many available? And the answer is through technology and through science. And so how do we make sure that what you take in by mouth gets to the lower intestine where the effect of probiotics is needed and is wanted? The answer is very simple. Put it into a round form that does not need refrigeration or preservatives, and you put a coating on it called BioTract so that it's not neutralized in the stomach. If you've ever felt nauseous and you know what stomach acid feels like, it's very caustic. It neutralizes most of the probiotics that people take. So round shape, put a coating on it so it gets down into the lower intestine and delivers 60% of the microbacteria that your body needs to have efficiency of digestive system versus 4 with your other competitive products. So our product is 15 times better than the average one on the market, because here's the point. It's not what you eat that matters. It's what your body absorbs through digestion that matters. And the only way to do that is to have a normal, healthy microbiome through probiotics. And we have an amazing one. And then our fourth product, Omega Plus. Our fourth product to round out this Daily Core 4, Omega Plus, dealing with the building blocks of the brain itself in free fatty acids like omega-3 and omega-7. And notice I didn't say omega-6 because it's a filler acid, it's a filler fat, and it's mostly putrid anyway. And we have it in a lot of junk food and you don't need it. But the important thing about it is the omega-3, the omega-7, and the proper balance of EPA and DHA in the presence of vitamin D to make it more absorbable and more bioavailable for your body. And the thing I love about this the most is the purity of the omega-6 or the omega-3 and the omega-7. No omega-6, because it's called fish oil, guys. And many of you may have just cringed right now because you've tried fish oil before and the fish oil nasty burps that come along with it. You do not get that with our product because of the boat to bottle purity and because of the lemon flavor, the natural lemon flavor that comes along. This is no exaggeration. People actually chew these for breath freshener. Who's ever thought of doing that with fish oil? Not me, but it works. And that's what I love about this. It's amazing, the technology here. So this rounds out what we call our Vitality Stack, our Daily core 4, where you're lowering oxidative stress, you're improving mitochondrial function, and therefore your energy production throughout your body. We're giving a healthy microbiome, a healthy gut for your body to absorb what you're taking in, improving your immune system function, improving your brain and cardiac function through omega fatty acids. This, guys, the Daily Core 4 Vitality Stack, unlike anything on the market. Which brings us right into smart energy. How do you understand what smart energy is? It's not a caffeine boost. It's when you wake up and you're refreshed versus you wake up and you're tired. What's the difference? Proper brain food. This is literally brain food. It improves mental endurance, acuity, focus, concentration, gets rid of brain fog, increases the positive mood. So it actually has cognitive abilities with this all natural powdered product that you add with water, and it makes this cool thing called Axio, and then you just drink it. The thing I love about it, it's clean, it's low calorie, low carb, it's vegan. It's BSCG approved again for elite athletes and collegiate athletes and people like us, regular people. No artificial colors, no artificial sweeteners, and no artificial flavors, GMO and gluten-free, and it has decaf and caffeinated versions for the whole family. And then our physique system. As I told you guys, this unfortunate thing about being overweight and obese, it affects 60% of the human race. So says the World Health Organization. So we have a 4-part process where we cleanse. We cleanse the microbiome by getting improper dead bacteria out and refortifying it with our probiotic to set the proper environment. And then fat burn, targeting fat. Unbelievable what happens when you target fat, how healthy we feel, how much better we look. And then we have a protein shake so that you're not utilizing and shriveling up and wasting away by getting rid of lean muscle mass while you're trying to lose weight, because it's not just losing fat, it's losing fat and maintaining your lean muscle mass that is the most important part of healthy weight management. And it's done with our 4-part physique system. And I want to point out the science behind this, guys. If you look at the bottom right corner, 254% greater reduction over placebo of abdominal fat, the target areas that people have a problem with. They lose weight, they lose weight, they slim up, but there's those problem areas they just can't get because it's not focusing on the proper application to target that fat specifically, and that's what our fat burn does. And then my favorite in this entire thing is bottom right corner all the way, the 964% greater release of free fatty acids over placebo. That's the proof in the pudding, guys, and why this is the most amazing and scientifically advanced weight management system on the market. And then we get into our face, our moneymaker, right? Nobody wants their face to age faster than the rest of them does. And I know it was just the Christmas season, and I don't know anybody who wanted more crow's feet for Christmas, whether they got it from Santa or someone else. So this looking at the beauty system, we call it a beauty system, but it affects any skin wherever you have it. And guys, this is good for you too. It works for you too. But what does it do? It affects the fine lines and wrinkles, not by covering over it with a cosmetic, addressing it at the cellular source of the skin, helping the skin age more gracefully and replenish itself more efficiently. It's NRF2 activated, so it takes that ingredients, the all-natural ingredients, to help maximize the skin efficiency, provides a protection of normal pH, which is why we don't have an oily formula and a dry formula, and it moisturizes the skin with our 4-part system of our cleanse, or the face wash. It's kind of like a toner, but it's our perfecting lotion to balance the pH, then our eye serum to get rid of crow's feet and fine line wrinkles at the source, and then our overall anti-aging cream. It's unbelievable, guys and gals. And then, oh my gosh, just released this month in December, our True Science hair care system, because your hair is only as healthy as the scalp it comes out of. And so we clean the hair, we restore the follicle, rebuild it, restore the luster and the shine and the manageability of the hair, while also fortifying it with our conditioner. And then, oh my gosh, just providing the normal optimal source, the scalp, to produce amazing hair. So it's a 3-part system: our conditioner, our shampoo, and our scalp serum. Unbelievable and scientifically proven. And then for our dogs, there's our 4-legged 7-year to 1-year furry friends. It maximizes the same cellular stuff it does with us and our pet tandem formula for dogs. Same NRF2 technology, helps them have shinier coats, more playfulness. So for your aging dogs, more energy, better joint health, better cardiac health, better skin. Unbelievable what it does. So Pet Tandem is Pro Tandem reformulated for dogs. And then there you go. That is our complete, and I said again, our complete biohacking kit system right there, starting with our Vitality Stack, our Daily Core 4, our True Science line of our skin care and hair care, our Pet Tandem that I just spoke to you about, our Axio Energy, our Brain Food Energy, and our Physique Weight Management line. So there you go, guys. That is our entire catalog right now, temporarily, because we will always be coming out with amazing products. But now you can choose your level of biohacking capacity that you want to get into, and then just get back to the person who sent you on here tonight or invited you and let them know how much of responsibility you want to take for your health, and let's get you started.
All right, guys, I had to wet my whistle there because I'm super excited, because those products that Dondee just shared with you is exactly why we have such an amazing business opportunity wrapped around them, okay? So the name of this company is LifeVantage, and we've been around since 2003. That very first product, Pro Tandem NRF2, has been sold on store shelves since that time, or it was. You know, back then, that brand new technology, people had no idea what it was. The bottle couldn't talk, and so it sat on those stores for a really long time without people buying them. But in 2005 is when that ABC Primetime investigative report came out, and that's when we opened the eyes to a lot of different people that saw that piece. We had almost $5 million in orders overnight, but it went into a really long back order situation. And so it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. But what really happened that was so significant was that the same people that were watching that were not just consumers. They were scientists and researchers. They knew what oxidative stress was. They knew what reducing it would have an effect on the diseases that they were studying in their laboratories. So they started calling LifeVantage and wanted to use our finished product in their research to see what type of effect it would have. That's where all that third-party validation in the science realm came from. So we decided that, okay, so we have this phenomenal product that's scientifically backed. We have to figure out a way to get it into people's hands in a better way. And so they decided to go with a profession of network marketing. And we're so glad they did.
Yes.
But it gives the opportunity for people just like us and you to be able to share this information with people, helping them with problems that they may be suffering with, and help them have another way that they can also make additional income. We have been publicly traded this entire time. We're on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. Go check us out, because you're going to see some pretty exciting stuff. And we have the vision of us becoming a billion-dollar company in the next 3 to 5 years, being led by corporate leadership that has well over 100+ years of leadership experience in network marketing. So this is where we're currently open. The flags that you see here in the top 2 rows, we are currently open in 12 markets in 15 different countries for distributorships and product usage. As you can see, there's 5 countries in red up there that we will be opening by the end of fiscal year 2019. That's June 2019. We will be open in Greece, Ireland, Spain, Belgium, and France. The 6 on the bottom in the global customer program, you can also add a flag for China there, mainland China. These are the countries where they can get our product shipped directly to them from LifeVantage to be able to consume our products before we're actually even open for business in their country. So remember, I told you that Dondee and I are first-time network marketers. So we knew that we had to have a proven system in place in order for us to be able to be successful. Personally, I had always thought about wanting this laptop lifestyle, this lifestyle where I could work from wherever I'm at. But gosh, guys, what LifeVantage has done for us with our cell phone technology and this brand new LifeVantage app is it created an opportunity for us to do social sharing inside of an app that was developed by our company. And it's a smart learning tool. It's learning as we use it, and we're getting ready to combine forces with social media so that we're going to know exactly what your prospects want as they're searching the web for it. That's exciting. Plus, remember, guys, You get to connect with the team. So you're never alone. You're in business for yourself, but you're never going to be by yourself. Right. Our company is very smart with the training system that they have in place as well. You can actually get training every single month somewhere near you so that you can feel supported. You can have the information that you need, and you're being trained to become a professional network marketer. We have corporate events. Our next one is going to be in South Carolina in February. We're super excited to see so many of you there. But that's where we get taught and trained on how to be professionals and build our belief. But again, it's your business, so you're going to be able to take control on your terms.
Yep.
Along with the system that we're talking about here, you get your own personal replicated website to help you share information with your friends and family on the opportunity, on the products, on this amazing company, and how we get paid. It's a free asset for when you start your business. And part of that is this shopping cart situation. You know, our customers check out, and you can help them do that very simply by filling up a shopping cart with the products that you've shared with them that they've shown interest in, and sending it right over to them. All they have to do is put in their personal information and payment and check out.
Yep.
Super easy. But how about we make it even more simple? If you use the LifeVantage app, their information's already in here, their personal information. You create that card through the app and send it over to them, and it's already going to have their personal information auto-filled. And so all they have to do is put in the payment information, and they can check out in 30 seconds. It's easier than Amazon.
Awesome.
It's easier. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about network marketing facts, okay? I've heard so many times that people either think that only the people at the top make any money, and that nobody makes money in network marketing. Those are the two things that we generally hear. So when we're looking at this is the dollars spent on products and services in network marketing. In 2011, globally, $158 billion was spent, and in 2017, $189 billion. On average, companies pay out about 40% of every dollar to the people that are sharing the information. So a lot of money is being paid out, and it is not only going to the people at the top. But what you have to really pay attention with it when you're looking at a business opportunity is timing, not just of the company that you're investigating, right? Because that's what we're doing here, is we're giving you the information you need to be looking at to make the right decision for you. Right. So when we're talking about a company and its timing, you also need to be looking at the world and its timing, the trends. What are people looking for, right? Do they even want what you have to offer? So we have two graphs here. The first one, the red one, is a bell curve graph, okay? This is basically, and we're going to be talking mostly about the two center ones here that are the biggest of the populace, 68%. This is where people basically, they see what you have, and they've made a decision now that it's right for them, okay? Because in the beginning, you have very few people that would latch on to new technology or even understand it. And then it grows as you go along. But once you hit this early majority and late majority, this is where 68% of people are buying. And that's what we're looking for, is for people to spend money with the opportunity that we have to offer, right? Or to join you. So then let's look at the lifespan of the company that you're investigating, which is LifeVantage right now, right? So this is us. This is our logo down here at the early stages. We are so early in this opportunity. You're pre-pioneer, because that's where you want to make sure that you are in conjunction to this bell curve. Is you want to make sure that you're in before all of these people start getting involved. Because if you join an opportunity before this early majority hops in, you get to participate in the massive growth of the company. This is where 80% of the growth occurs, and 80% of all commissions ever paid out will be paid out to people that got involved down here early, okay? So keep that in mind. Early's good. Pre-trends, which is where we're at, and the world we have what the world wants. So this is how you can get involved with LifeVantage, with a fast track, with a pack. We have very low entry costs with very solid earning opportunities. And again, part-time to start. Heck, nooks and crannies time. Yep. Whatever time you have, just get started, because you can start building an asset. That's what we're talking about here. Leveraged income that is willable for generations in your family. So you're not just looking to make a difference for today, but for
millennia.
Right. A long time, legacy, right? A long time. So these two different packages that we're going to be talking about right now are our business building packages. The reason why we say that is because it comes with what you need to get started with your business, and with proper expectations, which means tickets to the next corporate event so that you can become a professional. The first package, this is the gold pack. There's currently 2 different options here because for $650 to start an international business and get product, you just cannot get all of the products we have to offer. So right now you can choose between either the Physique Smart Weight Management System or the True Science Skincare Regimen, okay? So these 2 options at $650, shipping is free with all of our starter packs, and you get, over $500 in value for product here, okay? So this comes with the free app, and it also comes with 1 all-access ticket to the next corporate event, which South Carolina in February is what we're looking at there. Now, the Ultimate Business Builder package is the Platinum Pack. The reason why is you get some of all of our products. You get some of everything for you to start using immediately so you can start building your belief, have your experience, but you also have product as a rotational business building tool for when people join you as business partners. You can actually hand them over product into, that they can start using until they get their box in the mail, and then they give it back to you because it was a loaner, right? It just helped them get started. And then you also have samples here of a lot of the products you can share with people that you want to learn about what we have to offer. With this, you also get the free app. You get 2 all-access tickets to the next corporate event, so you can take someone with you, a spouse, a business partner, how about a prospect? Or you can use it for the next 2 events for the corporate events. So on top of these packages, you get phenomenal assets along with it for building your business and for support. Again, you get the corporate staff that we have, production of all of the products, quality control, which ours is highest in the industry. How about shipping? No home deliveries, guys. Customer service, website, and IT to keep it updated, looking professional, and working for us all of the time. Advertising and marketing comes along with this. And how about legal and compliance? One of my favorites is accounting because we love getting paid. We get paid actually 5 different times every Friday and on the 15th of the month. And events and promotions are all included. So now that we've invested and started our business, how do you make money, right? That's what we're thinking. How do I make money now? Well, most people, as they've seen this information up to this point, they've already got 2 different groupings of people going on in their heads. They've got the grouping of people that absolutely need to be using these products for one reason or another. And so that's the network of consumers, your customers, right? And then the other grouping of people are those people that haven't had a vacation for a while, have a really hard time having their money stretched throughout the whole month and never have anything extra, right? Or getting close to retirement, and they don't necessarily have enough money to do so. And so this is the network of distributors or business partners that are going to be joining you. So anybody that you share this information with and they get started using any products, whether they're a customer or a distributor, you will get paid a Smart Start bonus of either 30 to 40% on their first product order. This helps you start making money fast. Plus there's launch bonuses for getting you excited about helping your team be successful because this helps you become profitable right away while you're helping your team grow. Then we have our monthly bonuses, the leveraged income or royalty commissions, generational matching bonus. This is a really amazing bonus that helps create teamwork because you have 5 people that are super focused on wanting to help you be successful because they are motivated by bonuses to do so. Likely, as well as you will have 5 people down below you that you're going to be motivated to help be successful because you're going to get a matching bonus paid to you from the company. And then the elite pool, this is the 4% global sharing where they take 4% of all of the revenue every single month, put it into this circle and mark it into 4 pieces into a pie. The top 4 levels get to share this. And what it does is it creates family within LifeVantage because now we are no longer separate teams, but we're all working together to help LifeVantage grow because the more we help everybody grow their businesses, the more this bonus is going to grow as well. And then we have rank bonuses where the My Life Venture program is one of those where once you hit the 7th level of the company, you actually get to tell the company after you've maintained it for the qualification period what gift you want that's valued at $25,000 out of 9 different options as a thank you gift for growing your business and becoming a great leader. The number 1 option that's chosen is a Jeep that's branded out LifeVantage. And then the number 2 is the $25,000 check right now. But there's 7 other options that we can gladly teach you about. So how far can you take this? This is our income disclosure statement. Keep in mind, we are publicly traded, so everything we show you has to be factual. So we're going to start at the far left side on the paid ranking. This is basically, as you grow your business, you're going to grow in ranking, and as you grow in ranking, you're going to grow your paycheck. It's all based off of product volume that is moved every single month. So we're going to look at the monthly average here, okay? I know you're not average, but this is just what we're going to be looking at because we want to help you see what the true potential is for you in building your LifeVantage business. So let's start here with the Pro 3, that first blue one there. Pro 3 has 5,000 in group volume going through their business every month. That's product being moved by customers and your whole team, okay, together as a team. And now on average, you're making about $580 every single month in leveraged income into your household. How about Premier Pro 5? That's 20,000 in group volume going through your business every single month, you and your team. And on average, now you're making over $2,500 every single month. Guys, all this means is that you're helping a lot of people make Pro 3 money, right? And so let's take it up another notch here to the Elite Pro 7. This is where that My Life Venture program comes in. This is where the company really looks at you as a leader, and you start getting all kinds of different bonuses. So 100,000 in group volume going through your business every single month. On average, you're making over $11,000 monthly into your household. So this is where you get to start having some choices. You know, a lot of people go full-time at this point, or they get to do what they love, not for the paycheck, but because they love to do it instead. How cool would that be for you? Dondee and I are currently at the Elite Pro 9 level and working hard for that Master Pro 10. This is where we have $1 million in group volume going through your business every single month, and on average making just under $100,000 every single month into your household. And all it is the more people you help, the more you get back, right?
Yep.
Give more, get more. And this is what we're talking about, guys, is just a different option that most of us weren't taught about. The lifeline of, between that day you were born, the year you're born, and the year you die, the dash. That's your lifeline. So with the traditional plan, the majority of us, we were always told that we had to do the 40 to 50 plan. Working, first of all, the first 20 years, you're born, you grow, you go to school, you get educated, you get a job or a career, right? That's your first 20 years. After that, then you have to work for somebody else for 40 to 50 hours on average every single week for 40 to 50 years. Hopefully that's all you have to work before you get to the point to where you can actually live your life. Unfortunately, the retirement age has been moved up to 73. Life expectancy is 77. So if you're one of the 5% that can actually retire at 73, you'll get to live your life the way you want to for 4 years. Yay. No, how about the LifeVantage Lifeline, guys? And let me tell you, I apologize for that. I am not knocking the traditional plan. It is what the majority of this world is ran by, right? And there's nothing wrong with it other than people don't know that there's another option. So I apologize for what I did there, okay? So with the LifeVantage Lifeline, what I want to tell you is it just gives you one more choice to make. Making that decision after that first 20 years of learning and growing, that while you're looking for that career, while you're looking for that job that you're going to get, you're going to decide also that you're going to start your business with LifeVantage, that you are going to work in the nooks and crannies with the team that wants to help you be successful, building an asset that you're going to be able to build and pass down for generation to generation. And during this earning and learning time, we're not just paying our bills here. You're actually able to become a professional before you even know what you're doing by using your team and leveraging other people's experiences, okay? So what if you could commit to 5 to 10 years of building this LifeVantage business along with what you're currently doing with your job or with your career, because you have to pay your bills, to be able to, in 10 years, be able to retire wherever you're at. If you're starting this early, congratulations. If you're 20 and looking at this, how about being retired at 30 and being able to live the rest of your life however you want to, with who you want to, where you want to? Or how about if you're just my age at 47? If I could retire at 57 on that Master Pro 10 pay, just under $100,000 every single month, oh my gosh, right? Are you kidding me? To be able to then live the rest of my life with my family the way I want to, it's like, heck yes, sign me up again, right? Because the thing is that because we get to earn and learn at the same time, We're able to take control of our lives, right? And if I'm able to retire at 57 instead of 73, that's 16 years more that I'm going to have to be able to live my life. So these are the two different options. And now you know it, you just can't unknow it anymore, right? So just keep in mind, guys, that whatever you decide, never depend on a single income, because something can always come along to take it away from you. Make sure that you also understand that it does take an investment of time and effort to create a second source. Everything that's good takes time and it's never free, right? And you can do it with a company that believes that we can make the world a better place. Not only are we building legacies for our family, but we're building a legacy one person at a time around the world. It's called LifeVantage Legacy. These are just some of the organizations that we've partnered with over the past almost 10 years now. Currently, actually this week, we have hundreds of LifeVantage distributors and corporate staff down in Puerto Peñasco, Mexico, where they're going to be building 5 homes that we raised the money for. And we will be building down there for people that were living in boxes before. So we are super proud and blessed to be partnered with this company. We are thankful for every single one of you for taking the time and spending it with us tonight. Please thank the person that invited you to see this information because they care about you. And please also be honest with them. Let them know where you fall on a scale of 1 to 10. You know, in your interest. If you're an 8, 9, or a 10, oh my goodness, let's get you started right now, because remember, this is an earn while you learn opportunity. If you are a 5, 6, or 7, just let the person know that invited you here what you need to see or hear to be able to move you further along that scale and get you started in building your legacy today. And if you're below that, or you just don't see yourself as being a network marketer or an entrepreneur, that's okay. This is not for everyone. But of course, we need to make sure we get your shopping cart filled up with the cart or the products that you're ready to get started on, so you can start biohacking your life. And if you've thought of anybody that you think that this would be a great fit for, please share their information with the person that invited you to be on this webinar with us tonight. So thank you again so much for your time. We appreciate you, and God bless.
Yeah, so if you would like to have a higher state of health or a higher state of prosperity the new year, share this information or jump on board with us. We'd love to work with you.
Yes.
God bless, guys.